Hey guys, today I'm going to review the LEGO set 76107 Thanos Ultimate Battle. This set has 674 pieces, originally goes for $70, it was released in March 2018. So first, let's go over the minifigures and Thanos. So the first figure here is Iron Man. This is a version of him with the kind of jet boosters on the back, which they use a lot of the not really Power Blast pieces, just these kind of pieces that they started using with this theme. So of course they kind of added on a bunch of here for the boosters. You can kind of move these since they're on these this kind of new hinge piece that came out this year. They used a bunch of the Outriders. Not too much printing on the back, so I'm not really going to show that. But what I do like is the head piece where it's kind of like just printed on, just him checking stuff. And of course you can take off the helmet. There's an alternate face on the back, just his regular face. It would be nice if they had his hair piece, but they don't. But still a good figure. I like how you can move the jet boosters, but they're really kind of big. So, but of course, you also have the Power Blast pieces, which are really nice pieces to use, and they give you these two extra ones if you want to switch it up. But next you have Star-Lord or Peter Quill. Same version of him from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 set, so not too interesting. Just has less accessories and doesn't have his mask. But yeah, nothing too interesting about him. And you have Gamora, who, this is a new version, but still pretty good, interesting figure. And the main problem with the set is that the figures, there's not too much. And there's only 3 minifigures and a big fig. There should be at least, they should put Drax and Mantis in the set as well, or maybe Nebula. Maybe spruce it up a bit, so there's only a few, but good figure. And then, of course, the main one that people get the set for is Thanos. Thanos has a big fig version. Not too interesting pieces. They really didn't need this shoulder piece because it blocks the arms a lot. Like, you can only move it, this is how far back you can move it, and far above and down, so. And they give him the sword, which he doesn't even have in the movie. You can't really move the arms back too much, but yeah, they just give you this kind of butter knife sword, and they give you the Infinity Gauntlet. And if you have any other crystals, you can just kind of put them in there. I have 3 other Infinity War sets, so I'm going to put these back on here. Again, it's an okay connection. So the main way to put the gauntlet on is you take this hand off. It would be, since you can't really mold this on here. And yeah, of course you have to set the Technic pin on, and that's how you connect it. So, it's a nice, neat mold, probably one of my favorite molds that LEGO's ever done, because it's unique. The only problem is that you can't fit each stone on each finger, but still they were able to fit all 6. I actually have them in a movie order, so I'm basically getting the sets in movie order as with the stones when he gets them. So I still need the Mind Stone and the Time Stone, and it's a good figure. I really like the Thanos figure. I think they should have just made it a little more movie accurate, but again, that's probably because, they were making the set before the final product was released, so that makes a lot of sense, but it would have been cool. And of course, I'm guessing that they're definitely going to make a newer version of Thanos for the next Infinity War film. That's all the figures. Okay, so here's the build itself, just one build of the set, besides a little Infinity Gauntlet display, but it's a nice set. I like the colors of it. You usually don't see orange too much in LEGO, but the only problem, bit of really flat back here, and it's a very boxy kind of shape if you look at it. So, but I still like the ship a lot. The wings definitely give it more flavor to it. It's very reminiscent of the first ship, except that the front's a little more, But basically, to open it up, there's 2 main ways. First one, you can open it like this, and then you can, of course, open it with some hinge pieces like this. And this is where you have the little cart part, and you can put Star-Lord here, maybe have his hands clamped down, and Gamora here, and then there's actually quite a bit of room if you want to put their weapons back. So you can put Gamora's katana blades back here, and then put Star-Lord's gun pieces back on. And the way that this fits, it's like a really small build. You build this in the first bag of the set. You can, there's a little hinge piece there. You kind of just slide that into those 2 hook pieces, and it fits easily. And like that. That's it. and you can just close that down, and you can, of course can put the card back on. Now I'm going to show you what the under the wings kind of section looks like. There's a jet booster here, a lot of hinge pieces, so you can kind of move the wings up and down like this. And of course, there's stud shooters here. I'm not really going to fire those because they just go all over the place. You can move these up and down if you want. Stickers, a lot of stickers in the set, not as much as other sets, but this is a printed piece, which is nice. So again, a lot of flexibility there. You can also move these. I usually like to have them out here a little more. And then you can open this up and you can fit, the Infinity Gauntlet in there. There's 2 more seats, so if you want to put, I don't know, if your extra Drax or Mantis figures back there. And of course that the pod, this set here, can fit. I'm going to show that in a second, but you can move the ramp down. There's a place to put that, some wall detailings, and the main thing, the main feature of course, is that you can connect this pod, which I already did a review of in Season 1, so now I'm going to show you how you can fit that on. So to get this on, basically, the first main thing you have to notice is that there's a Technic pins here, and they're supposed to connect under here. And first off, you always have to have this closed, which is the only problem because, you can't really connect it too well. But you just slide in the Technic pins like that, and then you clamp that like that, and it connects with the studs. And then you just have to put this back on like that, and you just close these up, and there, it's connected. And you can actually hold it by the pod. It's very stable on there, so it really won't fall off. And of course you can still open this part up. You can't really open the roof up here, so you have to take this part and then the other part off if you want to, go inside the pod. But I really like that feature. And if you want to get both sets, like $90 for both, and you get a good selection of figures. And I mean, that's really the whole set. There's not much to it. Good amount of pieces as well, but a very great set. Again, this is a really great set. The only problem is it should have had more figures, but I like the build. I like how it connects to the 4 quest set, and just like a lot of the things it goes with, especially the little Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos, of course. So, yeah, great set. Thank you guys for watching, and bye, guys.